Hello everyone and welcome to the Jules Royale premiere stream for season 1. I'm super excited today to premiere the new update the the new game. Uh, some of you might be here because you've uh, been onto my YouTube channel and known me for a while. Some of you might be from the Jules Fortnite Instagram, and here is the premiere for it. I've been waiting to release this. I'm so excited. It is very small, this island, but it is really fun. Trust me. Um, so I'll explain all the mechanics, what's to come, will this island be published, what's going to be happening, and everything. So first of all, the islands what happens in the island is uh, like 10 players jump into an arena and then they fight it off and see. It's kind of like Fortnite, yeah, like the normal Fortnite. And what will happen is throughout time the story will develop and a lot of things will change in the island, like POIs and stuff. And there may be some live events in the map in between. There'll be heaps of teasers and stuff on my Instagram, so I'll leave that in the description of the video, the premiere. And yeah, so there'll be heaps of cool things like cups, like tournaments for skins and V-Bucks, and stuff like that. So stay tuned for those announcements. We will also need a few people to, if people are experienced with creative, um, would love to have you on the Jules Royale team. Uh, that would be very exciting for other people to join. Um, yep. So that's really it for the game base. The what you can do in the game. So there's fishing, there's challenges that you can complete. If you look over to the where the lighthouse is, and if you look over to the left a bit, you can see this little area, this little island, and it has a bit of story related stuff on it. Sorry, everything's a bit glitchy at the moment. I'm just in replay mode and I'm trying to first time premiere. Promise season 2 will be way better. Um, yeah, so you can go fishing, you can uncover the storyline, you can visit new POIs, play with your friends, heaps of new things will be coming out in the future, as I explained previously, and yeah, there'll be a lot of new things. Now I will show you a tour of all the POIs, but since we're at the lighthouse already, I will show you what the lighthouse is. So the lighthouse is going to be a lighthouse, and it is a small lighthouse put on the upper side of the island, and it has about 5 or 6 chests at the POI. It's got a lot of materials around it, and a little pond and a little bit of sand, which is nice, and a few other like little fishing spots and stuff around there. Um, if you look into the distance over there, you'll be able to see a ramp on the right. You'll be able to see a ramp leading onto land, and that's there because some of the island you cannot access by jumping onto it. You have to use ramps to get up, and there'll be also crash pads and stuff like that around the island for you to get up onto the higher land. There's heaps of other things in the map, so I will show you around to the other POIs, and we'll see you guys next at Craggy Caves. Now, Craggy Caves has to be probably my favourite POI out of all of them. Craggy Caves is right in the middle of the island, and it is a cave POI with mystical old bones and rocks and old suitcases and stuff, and treasure. You can try treasure chests inside the cave. And when I say treasure chests, I mean like chests, but like trying to make it more like cooler and stuff like that. On the top there's like a place where you can snipe people, and there's a ramp so you can access there. And if you look over to the left, you can see it's very hard to see, but you can see like a small tire that will lift you up also onto the top of the hill. Over there is another one of those bridges to get up onto mainland. And then there's a bridge. I'll explain more about that when we move on to the next POI. And it's a really cool POI, and I have got the whole story planned out up till season 5 so far, and it's looking exciting. It's very looking exciting. It's looking exciting. Yeah. Anyway, now we're going to move on to the next place, which is I'll explain more about the story and how it's tied into Fortnite, and I'll tell you about that when we head to the Viking Village. Now, Viking Village or Viking Valley, Viking Village is easier, but I'm just going to say Viking Village because it's easier. Viking Village is a POI that has to do with a POI that's in Chapter 1 of Fortnite. Now, this is Tilted Towers, and it is kind of like a Viking POI that's so Tilted, but the Vikings have taken over Tilted. And there's like a community like house, like where you can go to like eat and stuff, and then there's a shed with heaps of stuff in there, like equipment to practice hunting and fighting, and there's also a clock tower with a few like bits of hay and stuff inside. What this has to tie in with the story is I have made many BRs and not much people will know about some of them, but there's one that I made called Origins Royale, and I was about at the beginning when I said I was gonna say Origins Royale, but I meant Jules Royale, and Origins Royale was a BR of mine that I got up to about season 3 until things started to get off track, and the island didn't really work out because I chose a Denometer Island. I don't know how to say it, and I couldn't even fill up the island, and I had to resort to putting that back behind me and move on. And now I wanted to tie in that map with this one, and so I ended the season 3 off with a ending of the map live event where the 0 point sucked everything in. And on that island there was a tilted POI, and that got sucked in too. So what I was thinking is the 0 point on that island came to our island, maybe. I'm not saying there is, maybe. And it kind of spat out Viking Village, Viking Valley, and it changed it into an older bit of time, like the past, and that's what I tried to inspire it off. So that's what this POI is about. To be honest, I really like the POI. I don't want to show too much stuff because I really want you guys to explore. I will be hosting games every Friday, Saturday, and Wednesdays, and if I get a supporter creator code, which I could get in the next week, or I could be releasing the code in season 2. I will make it so after I get this creator code, if I do get it, I will make the whole island so everyone can play whatever they want. I am going to be posting updates every 4 days. I should have said that at the end, but I'll have more information on that at the end. So for now, I wanted to move into the next POI, which is the first one I made on this island, called Fallen Fields. So let's head over there. Fallen Fields. Actually, I want to say something. While I was making this, I was watching Mustard Play's video on his storytelling. I think it was can't remember where his brother buried treasure. Go check his channel out. He's really cool. I love his creative videos, and you should go check him out. I'll have his channel in the description. He is really cool, and I was watching him while making this, and he said they buried treasure. So I was like, why don't I make like a hill where there could be treasure underneath or something? So that's what I tried to inspire it off, and that's what I will kind of base the POI off, with the mountain in the middle. There's some fields around it that have chests in it, and you can go hide. Fallen Fields is right beside Viking Village, so you can head over there, and also Craggy Caves. And yeah, so it's got a like a den, and it's got 2 fields, a windmill, and then a mountain. It's a small POI, but it's a very cool POI. I like to say that. There's not really much else to it, but let's move on to the container POI that I don't remember the first name of. So let's go head to there, and then we'll go check that out. And I think that might be our last POI to go have a look at, and then we'll move on to some of the landmarks. Now, if you're very intense and you love action and fighting, this is the POI for you. We have sniping hills, we have hiding in boxes, we have hiding in containers, we have OG POI vibes, we have heaps of metal and wooden stuff, and we have bouncing things, whatever you want to call them, tires. And it's a very intense POI that's a very fast-paced POI as well. And it's a very cool place, like right beside the farm POI, Fatal or Fallen Fields. And it's really, really cool. It was probably the quickest, like the most easiest POI that I made, but the most intense. And it's got a lot of chests as well, so that's really cool. It's right beside, I think, the tallest hill on the island. Not the tallest point because of the lighthouses. And it's got quite a few radar things on the top of the hill and stuff like that. So that's what's in that POI. Now we're going to move on to the rockets, the fish island, the mid island, the base, and a few other little things in between. So let's head to the landmarks. Now this tiny island with a glitched fish stick face is a small island that is taken over by fish. They could try to take over the whole island, but this is their mini homeland so far, and it's a small island right beside the lighthouse, lovely lighthouse, and it's beside the small base, the ego base, and the fish is kind of like a side storyline to the story. It's not like the main story, but it is a kind of like a story, and there's not really much to it, like, left, but it's kind of a small POI that you could go to, and if you're going to be playing in the tournament, which I'll give more information about after the landmarks, so you could try sign up for those, which will be hosted soon. So we'll move on to the next landmark that has a lot of story to it, so I'll be explaining a lot. See you then. Now, Fortnite has many rockets that they made, and this one is not really a rocket. It's a missile, and I sent it. I'm not telling you what character I'm in the story, but I sent Jules into the rocket, and I'm sending her on a mission to try and explore the island and find the energy. And I didn't intend for them to crash land. I thought they were going to jump and then they'll be fine, but that didn't happen. Let's move on though. They crash landed and Jules is on the run in the island, killing random people because she's really mad that she's on the island and she wants to be back home. So we're trying to set her up a portal to get back home, but to do that she needs energy from the 0 point. She needs to find the 0 point, get the energy, and come back to Instagram where she belongs. Or the item shop, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, the rocket has crashed and they are trying to get signals from my Instagram page, and that's why you have to look in my bio for everything, because it's not going to show what I'm about, what my channel's about anymore, or my page is about. It's about what's going on in the story and when updates are releasing and all of that, and stuff like that. So this POI you really need to check out because there's some dialogue that will be produced throughout the weeks and will be in different POIs. I won't reveal those though because I want everyone else to figure that out. This one will be a bit tricky to find the the place where you have to inspect it, because you have to jump everywhere beside the front of the rocket until you find it, and it's quite tricky to find. I will definitely try fix that, and yeah, that's it for this POI. But there's something in this POI that has to do with something that has so much in the storyline, and everyone does not realize it. So, I want you guys to figure that out. I'm not going to say it because I keep revealing so many things. Now we're going to move on to the final landmark, the camp, or the base. What? Oh, yep, okay, I'm ending the premiere soon, just give me a minute. Sorry guys, just someone in the back trying to tell me to hurry up. Listen to that, listen to the transmission in the background. I don't know why this ego thing keeps interrupting me. Anyway, let's get to the point. Ego is on the island, and they want me to bring out this premiere because something's going on, and that's the problem, and they're trying to tell me that someone's going psycho, and we don't know who it is, and we don't know what's going on. We keep thinking it's Jules because they're going around killing everyone, but it's not Jules. It's Jules is trying to find the person who's behind this, and people are lying to them and trying to hurt her. She will fight back. Anyway, someone's going crazy, and they're trying to send a transmission to everyone else to try come here, try to fix the problem. But it's all gonna be okay though. They're all friendly. Trust me. Anyway, the point is, everything's going fine. They're just setting up camp. It's fine. They're only sending transmissions, and they're just wanting me to make this premiere. And they want me to end it because they don't want to go for any longer because they need me to come. Anyway, let's get to the point where I start talking about other things that will be happening on the island while the story is going on in the background. So let's move on to that. Now, we're nearing the end of the premiere. This season there won't be a trailer, but after this there'll be a live stream, and that will be happening, and then I will be showcasing the island, playing with friends and stuff like that. This is just the dev talk, you know. Anyway, so I'll start off with the updates. So updates released every 4 days. In between there might be a few bug fixes and stuff like that, but every 4 days there'll be an update, and in those 4 days there might be a new gun that spawned, or maybe something's evolving or something like that. That will happen every 4 days. Every 21 days there'll be a new season, which will bring out 3 new POIs, and each season will be choosing one follower from my Instagram to have their own POI on the island, and they get to choose whatever they want. It just has to be reasonable. It can't be like a giant robot. It has to be like maybe a tilted POI or holly hedges, whatever you want to call it. A low gravity zone, yeah. Anyway, so that's probably concludes the updates. I'm gonna move on to the cup, like the cup. What do you mean, like a World Cup? So in season 10, I will be hosting the Jules Cup, and that will be a cup where throughout every season there'll be one player that wins the seasonal cup, and they might get like an emote from the item shop or something. And in the end, one player will win each season, and then they'll go into the finale, where season 10 there'll be a huge event. I'll be streaming, and it'll be huge, and there'll be the 10 players that won, or the 9 players that run across season 1 to season 9, and they'll be versing off in season 10's finale. And the winner will be crowned, and their name will be imprinted in every single map for this Jules Royale. What else is there? That's probably all the information for the cup. If you do want to sign up for the cup, I'll be having in my Instagram, which is going to be in the description, we'll have where you put your stories, you know, that part where it says those circles and you can click on them and they'll show stories. Each one of them will have different things, like one of them will have questions for the island, bug fixes, and stuff like that. And one of them will have the cup, and then that's where you can sign up for the cup. We'll be closing the submissions for until when we get 20 people. The placement works where we'll be having one round, and the 20 players drop in. The first 5 people to die, and then the next 15 people move on to the semi-finals, and then the 5 people get out, and then the finals, the 10 people verse off for the champion, and that's how it works. 20 people for the tournament. The winner will get like an emote, 800 V-Bucks again, and that's really it for now. For the cup, and yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to Cuddle Bear, It's Drift, and I can't remember the one, but there's one that I forgot, and it's annoying because I really need to remember them. But I think the person in the crowd will know who I'm talking about. Every time I post something, they'll always say congratulations to my posts. Just want to say thank you to everyone for all the support, and I'm very excited to release this. I know this is taking over my normal photography posts, but they'll be back up and running when this game releases. Um, I've been very busy lately, so I haven't been posting. But now I'm getting back to normal schedule and stuff like that. So I will be posting more often now and stuff like that. And yeah, that's really it for the premiere. I know it's a long one. If you stay till this long, just comment down below. Jules Royale Season 1. And I'll be hiding all the comments that comment there, and yeah. So I will see you guys on the stream that will be beginning in 30 minutes. Um, yeah. Thank you guys for watching the premiere, and I will see you guys in 30 minutes. Bye, guys.